Hello, everyone. Let's go check out Mount Wow. We are gonna go to right there, and we're gonna look for Jingbu. After we read the lore, we gotta read that lore. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. This is gonna be a lot. Let's do it. According to celestial laws, mountain deities are forbidden. Hey, Watson 11. Is there something you would like me to call you, by the way? Is it DC H. Watson? This is kind of going to be a lore dump. I'm reading the lore. The reason why I'm reading it, just so I have the footage later on when I make a VOD. I'm thinking about maybe making a video where I DCH. All right. Uh, doing a short one. Might do another one later. Getting close to the finish of this game. I appreciate you stopping by. So I'm doing I read a lot of the lore because I read this book when I was a youngster, and I really like it, and I like how the story's taken it. Uh, so right now, I'm on. The reason why I'm reading the lore is so when yeah, we were in Bera's versus Games live stream for a little bit, watching that go down. According to celestial laws, mountain deities are forbidden from leaving their designated mountains without just cause. Should they be found wandering without reason, they would be dismissed and subjected to interrogation. They put on a really good show. The gaming stuff is pretty good. Before the Son of Stones had come of age and was unable to assume the role of mountain deity, the Mother of Stones was bound to remain at Yellowwind Ridge. She had no choice but to send him alone to search for his father. Fearing for her son's safety on his journey, the Mother of Stones transferred. Oh, nice! Congratulations! In search of it for his father. Fearing for her son's safety on his journey, the Mother of Stones transferred a considerable portion of her stone essence to him before allowing him to depart. That's probably why you're able to defeat her in chapter 2. Unfortunately, as soon as the Son of Stones set out, he went in the opposite direction of his father. His father headed west, while he went east, eventually arriving at Mount Huaguao. At first, he diligently searched every mountain he came upon for signs of his father. Should he find none, he would proceed to the next. Yet the charm and fascination of Mount Huaguao enticed him to stay. If queried about his greatest delight, it would certainly be the cricket known as Fang-tailed General. Daily, he would sit upon the mountain, watching the cricket's soaring leaps and thudding landings, applauding with great pleasure. Gradually, he forgot entirely about his quest to find his father. Oh dear God, I killed him. I feel horrible. Whoops. I do. He was on the TikTok side, I believe. From the peak of Mount Gual, struck by celestial axe, many rocks and trees tumbled down. Among them was a cliff rock that had absorbed the essence of the universe for countless years. The axe's blow liberated from its burdens, granting it the potential to turn into something sentient. If I'm able to. Hopefully I can. Uh, I'm kind of new to the TikTok thing. Are you? They had absorbed the essence of the universe for countless years. The axe's blow liberated it from its burdens, granting it the potential to turn into something set in it. Alongside this rock fell a crooked tree, severed in half with broken roots and branches appearing on the brink of death. The tree implored the cliff rock, "We once occupied the same place. Now I am nearing death." Oh, you're their moderator? Or Sasuke is their moderator. "Now I am nearing death. Please help me." The rock, perplexed, responded, "I am but a mere rock. How could I offer you aid?" The tree explained, "You possess spiritual potential. If you would allow me to anchor my roots in your body for a few days, I might yet survive." The rock, mindful of its reputation, reluctantly consented. The tree entwined its ancient roots around the rock, securing itself firmly. When the rock expressed discomfort, the tree replied, "I am heavy and must bind tightly to prevent my fall." Months passed and the tree's vines and roots. Oh, okay. The rock, enduring great pain, attempted to dislodge the tree with all its strength, but it felt as though it was being torn apart. The roots had merged with the rock, making separation impossible. Consumed by anger, the rock cursed the tree daily, and both harbored mutual resentment. Eventually, the crooked tree, now infused with rock spiritual essence, began to emit toxins and prey upon living creatures. This newfound power brought a strange harmony between us. Alas, how unexpected it is to witness a relationship once fraught with conflict transform into one of mutual defense. Long ago, there stood a camphor tree that had grown for 1,000 years. Its branches lush and verdant. One day, a natural disaster uprooted it, casting it into the river. Due to its immense size and weight, the narrow river could not bear the camphor tree, leaving it stranded. A few days later, the villagers planned to drag it away with lumber. Unexpectedly, the camphor tree began to stir, transforming into a colossal four-legged wooden beast that lurked in the water. From that time on, any craftsman with ill intentions who approached would be hurled into the water by the beast, striking fear into the hearts. However, when children came to play in the river, it never frightened them. Instead, it would occasionally. Uh, I'm not on a computer visa, so I can't just type right now. But I will later after the stream. It never frightened them. Instead, it would occasionally use its wooden branches to rescue those in danger of drowning. Over time, the villagers grew accustomed to its presence and named it the Waterwood Beast. One year, a wandering Taoist, there's a lot of wandering Taoists in this game, passed through the area and heard about the Waterwood Beast. He called out from the riverbank, "Are you not wary of being confined here? There are many of your kind elsewhere. You should consider leaving." The Waterwood Beast remained unmoved. Then 2 more years passed. Then, during a season of a relentless heavy rain, the river's water levels rose even higher. The Waterwood Beast repeatedly battered against the riverbank, causing the villagers to flee to a neighboring village in fear. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Eventually. No, yeah, I can tell. The Waterwood Beast repeatedly battered against the riverbank, causing the villagers to flee to a neighboring village in fear. That night, the upstream riverbank gave way, flooding the downstream village. Whoops. When the flood waters finally receded, the villagers returned to find that Waterwood Beast had vanished from the riverbed. Ancient texts record that Jiao is the divine features of the water, capable of commanding fish to fly. When in water, it retains its divine nature. When out of water, it loses its divinity. In the village of Chen, there was a fisherman who, upon hearing Sun Wukong's tale of dismantling the Lingan temple, learned of Jiao that could command the fish in the river. Inspired, the fisherman wished to acquire the Jiao skills, hoping to make the fish leap into his nets, thus saving everyone much labor. One day, while out fishing, uh, One day, while out fishing, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Soon, a fierce storm erupted, unleashing torrential rain and violent waves. His fishing boat was overturned by waves, disappearing without a trace in the blink of an eye. By the stroke of fate, as he sank to the riverbed, he encountered the Jiao deity patrolling the river and was saved. The fisherman pleaded earnestly for his deity to teach him some more skills. Moved by his compassion, the Jiao deity taught him some practices of water beings. Several days passed without the fisherman's return. Everyone assumed he had drowned in a storm. They prepared a simple coffin and planned to erect a cenotaph in his memory. On the day of the funeral, downpour ensued, and a large Jiao emerged from the riverbank. It swept its long tails, bringing many fish ashore. The villagers rushed to the riverbank and saw the Jiao transform into the fisherman walking out of the river. They were both astonished and overjoyed. However, after returning home, the fisherman felt his spirit weary and only regained his vitality when he returned to the water. It was then that everyone realized that he could no longer live on land. Indeed, a few days later, the fisherman leaped into the waves and disappeared in the water, never to be seen again. Aww. Here's a bunch of stuff about Sun Wukong. It was well known that Sun Wukong, after being tempered in Lord Lao's furnace, acquired a heart of gold, lungs of silver, a head of copper, and an iron body. Yet, what many may not realize is that even a seemingly invulnerable body still could feel pain when injured. It was pinned beneath the mountain for 500 years, and with no visits from his underlings, sustained only by mountain deities and keepers who provided him with iron pellets and molten copper. He suffered injuries from the Samadhi wind at Yellow Wind's Ridge, was trapped in the transforming gourd of the Gold and Silver Horn brothers at Flat Top Mountain, scorched unconscious by the Samadhi fire at Withered Pine Stream, beheaded in the kingdom of Chi, stung on the head by a scorpion guai in Pipa Cave, imprisoned with the golden symbol in the New West, captured in the golden light trap at the temple of Yellow Flowers, had his heart gouged out in the kingdom of Bhikkhu, and endured the tightening headband curse numerous times, each instant squeezing his head until it almost resembled a gourd. Though bodily harm and mental torment, only he could guide the rest of the journey into the foot of Mount Lingshan. If the golden armored rhino was truly transformed from the great sage's golden armor, as they say it, indeed mirrored the great sage's indomitable spirit, never yielding to defeat. Even if its horns was shattered, it never lost the resolve to charge in the battle, staying resolute and ready to fight anew. When Sun Wukong was learning the arts at Mount Ling Tai, Patriarch Bodhi not only taught him the 72 transformations, but also imparted the somersault cloud technique. From then on, Wukong's body became invulnerable and his movements got agile. However, when he showed off his skills in front of others, the Patriarch foresaw that his lack of patience would lead to trouble. Immortals often say that Sun Wukong was at his most mischievous and ruthless when he was the Monkey King, yet during that time, aside from his battles with the Celestial Court, he rarely harmed other beings. It was only after he became a disciple, following his master and gaining direction, that he developed many thunderous methods: stealing, robbing, kidnapping, killing, arson, destroying mountains and caves. It all became second nature to him. This cloud-treading deer is said to be transformed from Sun Wukong's lotus silk cloud treaders. It reflects his free-spirited and agile nature, but also harbors his inherent ferocity. Once he falls behind, his true nature is revealed, and he can no longer maintain his carefree facade. The sage stone monkey, with the inherent wisdom, learned the ways of human manners and speech during his travels across various realms, and later achieved mastery of the Tao at Mount Ling Tai. Setting aside his natural endowments, let us now examine his later pursuits in enlightenment. When he left in a huff at Ying Chao Stream, the old Luong king reasoned with him, and he returned him his mistakes. He abandoned arbitrary actions and always heeded sound advice. He forged brotherly bonds with the Yao Guais, engaged in jests with immortals, and exchanged banter with Bodhisattvas. His amiable nature endeared him to all who were ever willing to offer their assistance. He had a sense of decorum and propriety. He had the ability to summon wind and rain and could seek out Luongs. He could transform into guys for scouting or borrow vessels when needed. In times of trouble, he sought out the aid of higher beings, seldom relying on brute force. This fang-tailed general with multiple eyes on his head had a keen understanding of both himself and his enemies. He was adept at leaping and dodging and avoiding powerful foes whenever possible and displayed a touch of the monkey's cleverness. Yes, I just started. You are the only one in this live stream. I really appreciate you being here, by the way. Thank you. I just started doing this stuff. And displayed a touch of the monkey's cleverness. It's no wonder that the crown on the monkey's head grasped his nimble thoughts so well. If you got other streams you want to watch, I can totally understand. I know there's not a whole lot entertaining going on right now. Tang Monk often advocated for kindness, while Sun Wukong was known for his punishment of evil. At Kui Mu Wolf's abode, upon learning of the princess' suffering and her reluctance to leave due to her feelings for the Yao Guai and children bore for him, Sun Wukong ordered Beiji to throw the Yao Guai's children from the height, reducing them to 2 lumps of flesh. At Old Yang's house, after learning of the unfilial deeds of the old couple's son and seeing how they indulged him for the sake of incense offerings, he proceeded to behead the son, despite Old Yang's pleas. Sun Wukong's nature was to show no mercy to villains and evildoers. He delighted in eradicating evil in Yao Guais. The numerous blood debts on the journey to the west, though each had its reasons, were mostly attributed to the monkey. The world knew of the other 3 pieces of armor, but they were unaware that the mantis was actually transformed from the Great Sage's gauntlet. It seems the gauntlet inherited the Great Sage's ruthlessness, for it played tricks on Zhu Beiji with the same cunning. I was hoping for a little clue. The set of armor requires 5 pieces of gear. The 5th piece has to be his staff. That's where I came from. Oh, that's interesting. See, there's that tree. Yes, it is. This is the last chapter of it. That's the waterfall cave. I won't. You can't go that way. When he fell down, he dropped his staff. Oh, you do? Are they good at it? I haven't seen one of those before. I don't really understand NPC streams. It might be my age. I don't get it. I don't think where I want to go yet. Oh. Hmm. Let's see if there's more of these weird colored trees in the area. Yeah, last night I just collected the gear. I didn't really like, it was kind of a short, didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. You know, so I did what I had to do and got off. Now there's a couple bosses. This looks unusual. What are you? What? Yeah, huh? Going in hot. Glad that missed. Oh, nice. Let them know I said I hope they have it. You got it. Is there any point to fighting that guy? Oh, the fine gold thread. Let's see here. What do we got? It's a lot of open. No, no. I was kidding. Okay. No, yeah, I'm good. We're all good. I appreciate it. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Killed that boss. Let's see where we're going. Just killed this one. Let's see. I think it has something to do with something up here. Oh, wow. Yeah, if I'm able to, I'll check that out. Yeah, real life gets busy, you know what I mean? Until you can do this like straight up for a living, it's not easy to schedule it in. Alright, so that's Waterfall Cave. They want me to go there, but I don't want to go there. Let's see. There's something underneath here. Kinda want to be done with this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's see. What is back here? Absolutely nothing. What? No. There's stuff down here. Can I land here? Oh, nope, invisible wall. Oh, yeah. No, I've made some friends. I just started TikTok up, and it's kind of interesting. Seems like people build like communities and like find really good friends and stuff like that. That's not a bad thing. On TikTok? No, I was just scrolling through live streams, and then I saw how they were playing a video game, but not showing the gameplay. So I figured I'd just ask a question and like, what's that about? And they answered, and they were polite. So I figured I'd check out their stream. You know, it's about helping each other out. You know, they're trying to do it for to earn money. Yeah. So like viewing and supporting and all that stuff helps them out. Hmm. What? Hmm. I'm gonna look this up. I don't want to spend all day on it. I thought the lore was gonna. That's awesome. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Inside here and see what happens. Gonna check this out real quick. I hope you're having a good day, by the way. Nice bright morning, all that stuff. Make sure you eat your breakfast. It's important. Oh, really? You gotta treat everyone with respect. Let's try this and oh, you know what that is? DCH? That's the Jingbu Bang. That used to be the pillar that the Luongs protected in the Great Sea until Wukong just took it. I think the only weapon that is like fictional in literature that can be said is Excalibur.
Where do you come from, outsider? In my realm, all monkeys are of similar face and shape. Your face speaks of a different breed, and an ugly one. You must be a Yaoguai from another land.
Oh, Beijing, Mrs. Wukong. They went on a lot of adventures together.
I've never ventured here since that journey. Nothing's changed after so many years. He said this and told me to kneel. Right here on this seat.
Excuse me.
I knew it. Wukong is tight-fisted. Even Guan Yin agrees so. He kept
Guan
it
Yin's
here
the
so it could be
Biosphere
passed
of
down to
Mercy.
another one of his kind. Now it's time for you to try it, kid.
It's heavy. I think the crafting one's going to set all the BS there. That was stuck in there good. Yeah, I think I got it done.
Once you have this, there's no turning back. Now, you look exactly like Wukong. You're all set, kid. You look like a fierce warrior. Come with me. Let's find out what that old monkey is up to.
Jingu Bang. That piece of iron, one small stroke proves deadly, while a light tap proves fatal. The slightest touch cracks the skin, and a small rap cripples the muscles. Let's see what it does. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, that's nice.
Waiting on the peak of the hill, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're leaving, Beiji. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. And we're heading to the village. What?